exercise. You can try it back in the office. You can challenge your other BAs if you want. You want to have some fun. Pick a couple of requirements, get everybody in the room. Okay, we're all going to work together. It's fun doing it as a team because you can do that too, like a couple people. So take a couple stories you have at work. Start out with a big description and see what they can do to get to the sixth one. And then later on, it's competition. It turns into a competition. Everybody's like, I got 6, I got 5, I got 7. And you ask around, how many where'd you get it? Maybe you take the same story. And it's fun. But this is a great little storytelling exercise to get a story written in 6 words. Because to be honest, that's all you have in your title space in this system. Or if you had to do a little index card, so here's an exercise, and I stole this from Tom Howard. It's called storytelling. It's a great lecture. It's on the internet. If you want to look it up, you can watch this whole video. But what he says, there's 6 elements to business stories or any story. He talks about writing a story like a novel. Every story should state who the story is about, the time frame of the story. So sometimes like back in medieval times it was this, and that's how you do the story. It's about 2 little kids, so you tell them what it is. Define why the actions are occurring, so you kind of give a background in your story when you write your story of why this happened. Given this should happen. So this is telling you the background. Explain how the actions a story is being taken, and then provide verifiable, quantifiable, in our sense, business performance, right? So you want to have some kind of metric in your story. Here's an example. So I'm just going to run through the example, and then we're going to do it. And if you have a group and you're training other BAs or different group, it's a great little exercise. It's a challenge. Because if anybody here work with an IT system like Jira, Rally, anything like that, and you get a little tiny title block and you get that big space to write your requirement and how do I do this? This is the technique. You take your story with all the as so-and-so, I want this so that this happens, and you take all that information and decompose it to 6 words, right? So you go on this exercise and take that long story and reduce it to 6 words that if you can look at 6 words, you get all that information, who it was, what it's about, what's the metrics, what are you working on, so that you can quickly visualize what's going on. So here's an example. So we attempt to write a 6-word story. So here's the story. As a troubleshooter, I want to move an email from triage to next flow process as a new bug or an enhancement. A new bug, a new one, a bug, enhancement, or reject within 10 minutes. And ensure the submission email is probably worked in a timely manner. So it's kind of big and vague, and that timing manner was a tough one. But you can see that's a lot of words. Maybe you would write that in your description. But how are you going to put that into the slide? So first minute, you write your story. Then take another minute, reduce it again. Give it another shot. You're not going to make 6 words in one, but then take the story and say, see, I was here as a TS. I want our triage email to the next flow process as new bug enhancement or reject within 10 minutes to ensure email is properly worked in a timely manner. So that would be the next stage. So I went from there to there. And then in the 3rd step, where you really get close, TS, triage, email to next stage after your 10 minutes. So in there, you have the who, what, where it's going, and the time. So you put all that in the title of your stories in your system. So look.